Two brothers, Simba and Reay, spent their entire lives in confinement. The harsh clanging of bars was the soundtrack to their days, the spotlight of the circus stage their only escape from darkness. For years, their world was no larger than a cage that could barely hold their powerful bodies. Their only comfort was each other, the way their sides touched as they slept, the quiet reassurance of their shared existence. This was their life, a prison disguised as entertainment. But little did they know, a miracle was on the horizon. The story of Simba and Reay isn't just about two lions. It's a story of survival, resilience, and the unbreakable bond of family. But it's also a story about hope, the kind of hope that comes from people who believe in a better world for animals. People like the team at Animal Defenders International, ADI, who fight tirelessly to rescue animals from the most unthinkable conditions. Their mission was clear: to give Simba and Reay the freedom they had been denied their entire lives. For years, Simba and Reay were performers, forced into the spotlight to entertain crowds, their powerful roars silenced by fear. Their confinement wasn't just physical, it was emotional, psychological. Lions, kings of the savannah, reduced to props. But in 2012, everything changed when Peru banned the use of wild animals in circuses. This legislation became the lifeline Simba and Reay desperately needed. Yet freeing them wasn't as simple as opening the cage door. That's where ADI came in. When the rescue team arrived, Simba and Reay were terrified. They huddled close together, unsure of what was happening. The team worked carefully, understanding that these lions had known only confinement and fear. Even the sight of open air was foreign to them. But every step of the rescue was a step toward freedom, a freedom these brothers could barely comprehend. As the rescue progressed, the challenges mounted. Transporting two fully grown lions across the Andes Mountains wasn't just logistically difficult. It was an emotional journey for everyone involved. The team knew what was at stake, giving Simba and Reay a life they had been denied for far too long. And so they pressed on. The drive through the Andes was grueling. The road twisted and turned, the altitude climbed, but the team never wavered. After hours on the road, they finally reached the airport. This was a turning point, but it also marked the hardest part of Simba and Reay's journey. For the first time in their lives, the brothers had to be separated. Simba and Reay had never been apart. Their bond was forged in the fire of their shared captivity, a bond that had kept them going through the darkest times. To ease the separation, ADI designed special transport crates that allowed the lions to see and scent each other throughout the 13-hour flight to Africa. It was a small comfort, but it made all the difference. When the plane finally landed on African soil, the brothers' journey took a monumental turn. For the first time in their lives, they stepped into a world without walls, without bars. The sanctuary stretched endlessly before them, a paradise they had only dreamed of. The African sun bathed them in light as they took their first tentative steps into their new home. The transformation was immediate. Simba, despite his stiff legs from years of confinement, began to prance. His movements were joyful, almost childlike, as if he couldn't quite believe this freedom was real. Reay, ever the steady sibling, stayed close. Together, they explored their vast new home, a sanctuary designed to give them the life they were born to live. The bond between Simba and Reay only deepened in their newfound freedom. They spent their days playing, chasing each other through the tall grass, and basking under the open sky. Despite the expansive space they now called home, they remained inseparable. Their playful antics, the way they teased each other like siblings do, were a testament to their resilience and their joy. For the first time, they weren't just surviving, they were living. Simba and Reay's story is more than a tale of rescue. It's a reminder of what's possible when we choose compassion over cruelty. Lions, often seen as symbols of strength, are also vulnerable beings who deserve care, respect, and freedom. Their journey from a cramped circus cage to the open savannah is a testament to the power of love and determination. But their story isn't unique. Across the world, countless animals remain trapped in captivity, their lives reduced to mere entertainment. Organizations like Animal Defenders International work tirelessly to change that. Their mission is clear: to rescue, rehabilitate, and offer animals a chance to live the lives they deserve. But they can't do it alone. If Simba and Reay's story has touched your heart, you have the power to make a difference. By supporting organizations like ADI, you can help create more stories of freedom and hope. Every donation, every share, Every conversation brings us closer to a world where no animal has to live in chains. Your support could be the reason another animal takes its first steps into freedom. Simba and Reay are living proof that change is possible. Their journey from captivity to freedom was long and difficult, but it was worth every step. Now, they spend their days under the African sun, their roars echoing across the savannah, a sound of joy, of freedom, of triumph. So let's stand together. Let's fight for a future where every animal has the chance to live, to thrive, to be free. Together, we can change lives. Together, we can create a world where compassion reigns. Simba and Reay's story doesn't have to be the exception. It can be the beginning of something extraordinary.